Palantir keeps showing off in the best way possible, making it a no-brainer to consider at least Palantir's products. When it comes from the horse's mouth itself, their competitors and other relevant players in their industry take notice, especially when their example shows potential exponential returns. So Palantir posted on X their work with Eaton, being showcased on the Manufacturing Intelligence's latest report on exploring the spectrum of AI use cases. They've got it linked here if you'd like to check it out, the whole thing. But what they wanted to draw attention was their own customer testimony from Eaton. And if they sound familiar, they've presented at previous AIP Con, showing how Palantir has brought them immense value already and is being continually expanded for more use cases across their organization. Now, first, for the customer quote side, some top level executives at Eaton brought up a specific use case when it comes to alternative material optimization. And essentially, with Palantir, they're able to tie together their huge numbers of ERPs across the organization and really get that full picture for their large language models to pull from. And they also walk through an example talking about if there is a specific part or raw material shortage, preventing any next steps and the AI agents being able to understand this situation that they need to come up with an alternative amongst the available materials they have. So, for example, if you need an 8-foot rod but only have 10 foots, then it really is just one step for a human to understand you can still satisfy the order if you cut off that 2 feet. But if you're just plugging in variables looking only for 8 feet, this can be missed. So, their AI is smart enough to do this at scale and automatically. And of course, from Palantir's side, they put in their 2 cents, essentially putting this into dollars to make it show its value. Now, of course, this is probably hyperbolic, but essentially saying, why block a $1 million sale over $50 of material? So obviously the example is cool and easy to understand to show how valuable Palantir can be, especially when you have AI agents trained to do this at scale across your organization. And really, with the ontology, this is how it understands the levers to pull against each other to make this decision. But what I like the most is that this isn't Palantir's marketing material itself. This is for the Manufacturers Alliance Foundation, meaning those part of the group reading this get that much little more exposure to the possibilities of what Palantir can do, and even just hearing about their name if they haven't done so before. Now, it's still a small blurb, of course, but I think it still speaks volumes on how on paper, as well as video, that Eaton is willing to put it on there and show it off how they're using Palantir, even to their competitors and industry partners. And honestly, this little thing adds up, and think of how the rest of Palantir's partners sprawl across all the other diverse amount of industries they touch, and you've got a snowball effect in the making. But what are your thoughts so below, and I'll see you in the next video.